In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you a stock that is about to explode tomorrow. And while you should keep it in your radar, we're also going to be looking at some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video and getting you ready for an epic week. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ futures, and Friday was everything that I told you guys on Friday came to pass. I told y'all we would dip a little bit lower, especially for the NASDAQ, because first and foremost, I showed y'all the bearish pennant, and then I told y'all the first exit for shorts to get out would be here, or if they wanted to be a little extra greedy, then to wait until we approach 20,000. It didn't quite get that low, but for anybody who is a cautious trader, when you see a massive, like when something starts selling out the gates like this, you want to begin selling again. You want to start taking your money off the table. That red to green move was your indication that shorts were about to cover, and that consolidation right there is a short seller's worst nightmare. Okay, so that indicates the bottom. At least that's what I think. I don't think we're going to go any lower. The market played games throughout the middle of the day, and then in the last hour we finally had a huge surge of buying volume into the close. Right now the futures are a little bit up, like it's only up by like 0.13%. Tomorrow it could go up to, let's say we could open at exactly 21,100, and we could make a push to 21,000. I'm talking about the NASDAQ, to 21,400, somewhere over here. That is the next level of resistance where I would expect some turbulence. All right, now depending on how fast we get up there, like I'm not sure if we're gonna trade a little bit, play some games in the morning before running in the afternoon to that target. This is just something to keep in the back of your mind. All right, but we're bullish. We are bullish on the 4 hour, we are bullish on the 1 hour, and the daily is about to turn bullish on Tuesday anyways. But this is a good place to look for long opportunities. Now, the stock that is about to explode tomorrow, that all of you should be keeping in your watch list, that stock is none other than Microsoft. Here's the reason why I think Microsoft is going to go crazy. First and foremost, when we look at the daily chart and we zoom out, we have support, which is located right here at 390. We have a long wick at the bottom. These are filled with buyers. Okay, buyers stepped in the morning from that red to green move. Again, this is short sellers exiting and covering a position, and then in the middle of the day it formed a bullish triangle that broke out in the afternoon. I do have calls on Microsoft. All right, y'all see my alerts on there. I think it's gonna go to 400, or at least 400 at most, where this level of resistance is right at 405. So definitely keep Microsoft in your watch list. It's been beaten down for quite some time. There is like a 10% potential on the stock itself. For those of you who are stock traders, 16% potential. All right, so it got room. It definitely has room to move. Keep Microsoft on your watch list for this week. It could offer major opportunities. Now, I know I said this stock is about to go crazy, but I have another one. All right, I'm sure y'all gonna love this one. The next stock that we're going to discuss, Tesla. And I want to share Tesla with y'all because it is at an excellent place to dip buy. That gap on the left didn't get filled at all, but that's okay. All right, it kind of teased the gap fill. It only dropped all the way down to 272. Like I told you guys on Thursday night's video, after I shared with you guys the reason why I thought it was going to drop to 272 to begin with, right? So we have the bearish Bennett right there. We have the breakdown, which I took a day trade short on there. And then we have the exit right here and the alert at the bottom, which almost got triggered. But nonetheless, we saw the drop at 275. Dip buyer stepped in, and then we held above $285. Right now, after hours, Tesla is a little bit up to 298. I think it's going to go. I definitely think it's going to go. I mentioned this one in a Discord in the middle of the day. Right here, y'all can see that. This is what, 8:52, literally in the morning on the 28th. A perfect place to dip buy calls. That one, and also MicroStrategies. MicroStrategies should be up tremendously, especially after the Bitcoin pump. BTC is up by 10%, so MicroStrategies should be up by quite a bit, especially those calls. Now, let's discuss... Wait a minute, I didn't even finish with this one. So with Tesla, where do I think Tesla is going to go? The next level of resistance to look out for is right here at 322. Again, the rate at which it's going to run, I'm not too sure. It depends on how much QQQ wants to be generous, all right? If it doesn't get to 322 tomorrow, then I think it's definitely gonna get there on Tuesday. I think. I could be wrong, but the way it's looking on the daily, it's looking very nice. All right, very nice for a massive push. Okay, so keep Tesla in your radar. The charts are looking very, very simple, so we should see this thing just moving in a straightforward fashion. All right, it might play some games out here before eventually breaking through, and before we can see like a new uptrend and we start aiming for like the 360s and all that. All right, so now let's look at a stock that I've mentioned in the last video, which is BABA. Fortunately, but unfortunately, I mentioned BABA in the Discord before the drop. I was bearish on it on Thursday for this reason. It had a descending triangle on there, a not so clean descending triangle. That's what I called it. Right, we have this thing, and then we have the breakdown right here, and then they put out bearish news, and then all of the shorts got paid in the morning. All right, so there wasn't really any new opportunities for anybody else to make money because it just played games throughout the whole day. Is it ready to dump? Honestly, I don't know, because of the way like the market has found a bottom. So to kind of be bearish on BABA when I'm bullish on the overall markets, it's like it's a very tricky situation, and I just don't want to be involved here. I don't have BABA at all, like right now. I think it's just gonna play games, and then eventually it's gonna make some random move. But there is a lot more room below than there is above. So just have an alert right here at 130, and then wait for new structures. If that alert rings below it, then the move down would most likely occur either on Tuesday or on Wednesday. All right, but just watch it just watch it and patiently wait and see what happens. Now, the next stock that we're gonna look at is we gotta look at Apple. And Apple also has a massive opportunity on there. There's a big bullish hammer on the charts. And what Apple did, it was kind but also ruthless. Like, it was kind to short sellers on the 1 minute. I told y'all it would drop to 334, which was that level of support, and it definitely did. But you had like a 1 minute, not even a 1 minute, like a 10-second window to get out and make the most money from puts in this wick right here. Like, y'all see this long wick? That's not only dip buyers buying, but also short sellers covering. Okay, so we got that, and then we got consolidation followed by the major push in power hour. I think a retest of 248 is highly likely. I think so. I do think so. I am bullish on Apple. I think it's going to retest this level of resistance at 248, but I just don't know how fast it's going to do so. That's my very honest opinions on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.